Hello, welcome to the Malbeefance channel. This is turn 5 or episode 5 of our series replay for Strategic Command WW2 War in the Pacific. And before I get into the turn, I just wanted to say a thank you to Bill Runneker over at Fury Software. We have encountered a glitch in the programming. Let me show you here. For some reason, this unit right here, 2nd Division, that unit would not deploy. Okay. I tried recording episode 5 here a couple of times, and what would happen is I'd get to the point where new units would arrive. I'd be able to put down the 2 garrisons, but then I would not be able to deploy the 2nd Infantry. And then all future reinforcements would be locked up. So I wouldn't be able to deploy any units at all after those 2 garrisons. So I was able to get in touch with Bill through Steam, and he was able to help me out. And so apparently this is a universal game glitch. Maybe it doesn't happen to everybody, but apparently it happens enough that it apparently is going to spark a patch that is going to come out that is going to fix that problem. So thanks a lot, Bill. Very much appreciate it. And he was able to get that done enough, quick enough to where here we are right on schedule for episode 5. Okay, so enough with that. Let's go ahead and advance a turn and see what we get. The Kuomintang begin asserting its authority in Zhejiang province. Those are a couple of units that they've got to garrison certain locations in order to get the income. U.S. national morale falls as Japanese forces move into Corregidor. We got here Indian nationalist Mohan Singh is asking for permission and support to raise an Indian national army among deserters and prisoners of war captured in Malaya. It will also enable us to increase the size of our forces should we invade India. Yep, all the help we can get. The more the merrier. Alright, Allied raiders disrupt Burma-Japan convoys. There's our ledger, such as it is. And there is the American submarine we've been hunting. Not in the best of places. Alright, so looks like the nationalists are thinking about doing something down there in Jiangxi. Or setting up for it anyway. Yeah, so here's where I would have the problem. I'd go ahead and I'd deploy these 2 units. Now look, I'm highlighted on the 26th garrison. I click OK, and it takes me to the area where they can deploy, and it highlights all of the locations where I can deploy them. And then the same thing with the 25th. But now what was happening before is that this would not come up for the 2nd Division. I'd try and click on them. I'd try to highlight them. It wouldn't happen. I'd try and click OK. Couldn't do anything. And once I click cancel, the star would go out on new units, and then I wouldn't be able to deploy any new units. So the game was kind of stopped there. But luckily the Bill Reniker over there at, I'm guessing it's Fury Software. He was able to help. All right, so that is it for the reinforcements. Get more of the fleet heading in Coral Sea direction. Upgrade Yamashiro, finish fitting out Yunyo. Kongo's going to have to sit for a moment. So I don't know what I did, but the Communist Chinese are getting ready for war. So I need to increase my strength in northern China, unfortunately. Just winds up watering down or spreading my forces even thinner. Can't afford that. I need a big victory in China to help settle things down here. So since I'm talking about China, let's go ahead and start there. So I guess the first thing I'm going to do, pull a couple of armies out of the line. We'll go ahead and we'll take Fuzhou. So once I can secure my rear area, I can push a couple more units up into the front lines. Alright, get 22nd Army upgraded. Not a lot I can do there. Let's switch these guys. Maybe getting him a little bit closer to Canton, I can resupply him. And we will prep for the attack here at Yishang. See if we can't push through to Yishang and then try and concentrate on Changsha. Alright, why can he not do any damage at all? Damaged the port, but there was nobody there. Okay, there's a little damage. Alright, now, are they prepared? They cannot prepare, they can't prepare yet, okay. So I'm going to use the paratroopers to go ahead and take Palembang. Can't operate him. I got to get these two large armies up into Burma to help out there. Alright, so let's see what we can do about the American submarine. reduced them a lot. Surprised they didn't retreat, but grr. Alright, so Batavia is safe for another turn. Alright, so that's going to take care of the mainland. Now, over here, do I send him to help? Alright, this could be a bad idea, but I'm going to try and have him down here in the Gulf of Carpentaria. See if he can't disrupt any movement coming through there. Do I have enough to upgrade him? Yes, I do. And these special forces, I'll use those to help out with New Guinea. Can I? Yes, I can. Get him over there easy. Gonna need a headquarters in there soon. Alright, what else do we got to move around? I don't know if I want to leave him all the way up there. Maybe bring him over here. I have a feeling these guys are meant to go ahead and take a 2 in Kiska. Alright, that takes care of Naro. I'm going to try something a little daring there. Alright, so it doesn't look like anybody is out here at the moment. Probably can't upgrade him because I don't have any production points left. Alright. So what I'm thinking of doing with this SNL force is instead of taking the Alais Islands, we're going to go down here and we're just going to jump right on Fiji. Make sure they stay in support of one position. Alright, so over here in the Coral Sea, see if we can intercept the Houston if she comes out of there. Of course, she's got to be able to see us. I can't be that close and not be visible. Alright, I think that is going to do it for my operational movement. want to get him closer. Yeah, I do. Alright, so that's going to do it for this turn. I've only got the 6 production points left, so obviously there's nothing I can do with research or purchasing units. So we'll just go ahead and advance the turn, see what we get. Uh-oh, Wakab is hit by rough seas. Canadians vote in a plebiscite to allow conscription. Yeah, we're finally over 400 in production points. Awesome. Oh, the carrier intercepted something. So anything more with that build-up the nationalists were doing down here around Changsha? U.S. forces deploy in the Southwest Pacific. The first Navajo Cold Talkers are sworn into the USMC. It never occurred to the Japanese intelligence forces that the Americans might be speaking in a foreign language. Alright, there is a Russian corps up there. There is the garrison in Kathmandu. Intelligence spots anti-air near Honolulu. And a submarine. British submarine over at, where was that? Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to move these guys. Oh, no worries. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll start out here in the Pacific, the deep Pacific. Well, it doesn't look like there's anybody out here. I mean, I would expect, alright, coming from the west coast, I would expect them to be coming through this gap. I wouldn't expect them to divert all the way down and around the Society Islands. But it is possible, so that's why I'm going for Fiji. I need more search planes. Alright, so he can hop off of there already. Grr. Yeah, I need a headquarters unit down here. Let me check supply here real quick. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so this is not going to work. I need a different approach. All right. So yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm thinking about how I might be able to change my approach to getting Port Moores, because obviously overland, until I get a headquarters unit down here and a lot more land power, that is just not going to happen. So leave him there. Nah, I don't want him exposed like that. At least that way he's got a little bit of support. All right. Now why can he not get up there? I'm going to try and upgrade him and then reinforce him, and then I'll send both units at him at the same time. Still can't. I guess they got to be on some kind of an air base. Well, since I'm thinking about it, see if there's anything there. Nope. All right, I'm going to take a chance here. Yes. All right, so we got Port Blair. Do I have? Yeah, I got that one. So let's do this. Might not be safe to have him out there in the open, but I can do this. And then next turn he should have enough movement points to make it to this port. Okay, that's where the submarine went. Alright, so I'm just blocking the waterway here. Now the submarine. Have him come out here and see what kind of havoc he can create. Something tells me I'm not going to get Ceylon as easily as I did Port Blair. Ah, the rain won't let him get up there. Urgh. I know I need to reinforce those two local units. Alright, moving on to China. Hang on, let me check something. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, doesn't look like there's a whole lot I can do here. Let's see if my build up to my offensive here does me any favors. Ooh. Nice. Can they finish him off? Nope. Alright, we were able to take the position. Awesome. So now we're right up on Yichang. Hopefully the same group can go ahead and carry that for me. That'll be one step closer to isolating Changsha. Alright, not much I can do there. So now I can get him out. Do I have enough? Yes, I do. What do I got left? 107. I better hang on to it. Alright, so Yunyo is ready. So let's do this. Set her up for bombing. And yep, that makes her close enough. Oh, get a little closer. And then they can help with Fuzhou. I'll have the Yamashiro do some shore bombardment. Maybe that'll help. Okay, so that gets Mutsu upgraded. And that gets Congo back to full strength. Did I move those battleships? Yes, I did. I don't think there's anything at either of those locations. No, they can't jump on the transports yet. So I guess I'm going to have General Homa come down to New Guinea. Alright, I think that is going to do it for this turn. Let me zoom out, double check real quick. Alright. Not a lot of excitement this episode, and I'm afraid that's about going to do it though. As always, trying to keep them about 30 minutes. So if you made it this far, as always, please leave a like, drop a comment, share this with somebody you think might appreciate this kind of content. And hopefully I'll see you in the next episode, and things hopefully will heat up, be a bit more interesting.